Amber the crab lived in a cozy shell cottage near the edge of a bright coral reef, where sunlight shimmered through the water like golden ribbons. Every morning, Amber would scuttle out with her explorer's satchel, packed with a magnifying lens, a notepad made of kelp, and her lucky pearl. One breezy morning, the reef was abuzz with whispers. Something was disturbing the calm in the deep sand trench, and everyone was too afraid to find out what. Curious and brave, Amber decided she'd be the one to discover the truth, even though the trench was said to be haunted by the mysterious sand howler. She tied her satchel tighter, waved goodbye to her jellyfish neighbors, and began her journey across the seabed, humming her favorite sea shanty. As she passed a school of clownfish playing tag, Amber asked if they'd heard anything strange. They just giggled nervously and darted away. Soon she reached the edge of the deep sand trench, a swirling pit of pale sand that seemed to whisper her name with each current. Amber hesitated for a moment, then took a deep breath, well, the crab version of one, and tiptoed into the soft, shifting sand. The further she went, the darker it got, until even the coral seemed to hold its breath, and Amber's claws trembled just a little. Suddenly, a low growl echoed through the trench, and a pair of glowing eyes appeared in the murky distance, blinking slowly. Amber nearly dropped her satchel, but steadied herself with a firm pinch on her own claw. "Focus, crab!" she told herself. From the shadows emerged a creature made of swirling sand and shells, its roar shaking the pebbles loose from the trench walls. Amber shouted, "Hey, stop yelling! I'm trying to investigate here!" And to her surprise, the creature paused mid-growl. It blinked again and said in a voice like tumbling sand, You're not afraid?" Amber stood tall, well, as tall as a crab can, and said, "Nope. But I'd appreciate it if you'd tone down the spooky vibes." The creature, baffled by Amber's bravery, shrank down into a slightly less monstrous shape, revealing itself to be a nervous sand spirit named Sift. Sift explained that he'd only tried to scare others away because he was shy and didn't know how to make friends. Amber gave a sideways crab smile and said, "Well, you could start by not roaring at everyone like a haunted vacuum cleaner." Sift chuckled, a sound like soft rain on seashells, and offered to show Amber his collection of rare underwater fossils. Together they explored the hidden tunnels of the trench, with Sift lighting the way by glowing softly from within. By the time they emerged, the reef was waiting, eyes wide, as Amber introduced her new, surprisingly polite friend. The reef erupted in cheers, and even the most nervous sea slugs came forward to greet Sift and admire his fossil collection. Amber was hailed as a hero, not just for her courage, but for helping everyone see that even the scariest things might just need a friend. And from that day on, whenever a mystery bubbled up in the reef, everyone knew exactly who to call: Amber the brave crab.